this. And it was Sandalphon. This was 25th of the 8th last year. At this point in time, they are all on the last train. You will keep backing up and backing up to this point. And I asked, until when? And he said, until the timeline has been selected by the collective, and then you will have to experience the closing. I asked, can't we switch timelines? And he said, not once the collective has chosen. I said, we can't just move onto another timeline because that's something we're used to doing. And he said, Marconics is not successful on other timelines. It hasn't accomplished connection with the arc. On some timelines, Marconics didn't take off at all, or it was stopped in its tracks. Okay? So this is the one they have to work with. Okay? The other thing that was said was that you are indeed collecting stragglers from further behind the Marconics train, those who stumbled and lost their hold, and who were left wandering on the tracks, dazed and ill-affected. Some have been adversely coloured by experiences since their Marconic recalibration, and those are the Lightworkers who allow themselves to go back to sleep. He talks about, goes on to talk about the evacuees, and we'll go into part of that. There was something else I was going to read which I can't find right now. Somebody contacted us today and said, I had my recalibration 2 years ago. What was it? I'm wondering whether I need to do anything else because
I don't practice the energy and I haven't done this now for that.
Yeah, done nothing in 2 years towards raising their vibration or towards their own ascension. Had the Marconic recalibration 2 years ago and thinks that should be enough to get them ascension. That is why they are not allowing people through. It has to be authentic spiritual evolution. You have everything in place with a recalibration. It's a Ferrari in terms of a light body. It's no good if it's parked in the garage. Some assembly is required. You should be studying. You should be finding out things for yourself. You should be trying to obtain the wisdom that is necessary for spiritual integrity, mastery, and evolution. It's easy enough to do. Those times when you are woken up at 3 o'clock in the morning, that's what they want you to do. I've said this in classes before. When the sun is not up, the electromagnetics are different. It's easier for you to assimilate information and hold it. When they wake you up in the middle of the night or the early morning, go down, Google. If you don't know what the crystalline grid is, Google crystalline grid. Because at that time of night, they manipulate Wi-Fi. They will bring you exactly what it is that you need to see. And when you find it, print it off. Because if you go back the next day and look for it again using the same search word, it won't be there. Do you understand? But that's what's going to give you the base of the pyramid. So that when somebody says Neph to you, you're going to know what that is. When somebody says grey with almond eyes, you're going to know what that is. Yes? It's all there for you. I was told Google isn't there by accident. Okay? And they can manipulate the Wi-Fi and bring you any information that you need. That's if you can't receive it from your own higher self.